Welcome everybody to Nerdio Commentaries, Sonic and the Secret Rings playthrough. Chaz here with ya.
This is Clay.
And we're gonna take you through I think this was the first Sonic game for the Wii.
Yeah, I believe so.
Unless you count like the Virtual Console, but specifically for the Wii itself. This was Sonic's big debut.
A very pretty opening at that.
Yes, they actually use this again later on in the actual story mode too. But I guess I think they kind of wanted to show it off because it does look pretty awesome. When you first play through this, you might be a little confused, like, what is going on here?
Yeah, definitely.
Some people might even be thinking, what's Robotnik up to this time? But as we find out, this is not Robotnik at all. It's not even Eggman.
Who could it be?
We shall see. So this is this game here is you're basically in the world of the Arabian Nights, which is, I guess, the 1001 different stories based in the ancient times and everything. It's a little bit of a diversion from your traditional Sonic game because, like we say, this isn't Eggman's doing it all, so it's like a whole new villain you're fighting against.
I think they call this the storybook series, was it?
Yeah, this would be the first in the storybook series. The second they already put out is Sonic and the Black Knight, which I think I'm probably gonna play through after this one's finished. Because it's like Sonic with a sword, how does it get any better than that?
Oh, I know, right?
So here's our villain for this game, Eraser Jin. And I'll tell you, he does not look like Robin Williams at all.
No.
That would be an inside joke, folks, because this guy here is actually the Genie from the story of Aladdin. And of course, Robin Williams was the voice of said Genie in the Disney version.
Oh, there's the song.
Yeah, but this ain't Disney at all. This is Sonic. What do you think of this theme song here?
Man, this is definitely one of my favorite themes from the Sonic series. Like, they're always pretty good, but this one, I think it really fit the story.
Yeah, I always say, like, I like, video game soundtracks, and Sonic games have, like, some of the best music in any game series.
Definitely. Now, was this Crush 40? Was it?
I think this was a band called Rumblebee.
Ah, there we go.
So here's our first cutscene. All the cutscenes, well, except for just a few important ones, they're all kind of done in the storybook form.
This is kind of a nice idea.
Yeah. Nice little, like I say, this is obviously a diversion from the main series of Sonic, so kind of stands to reason they went a little different with this.
Mm-hmm.
Of course,
kind
this...
like a visual comic, almost.
Yeah. With a little bit of motion added in there, too, so that's good. This whole intro kind of begs the question, is this Sonic's house? Because we've never seen Sonic live anywhere.
Maybe he's staying at, like, a hotel or something.
Yeah. I think some people have actually said this is probably just Tails' workshop and Sonic, I don't know, picked the lock or whatever. It kind of bears the question, too, where does this fit into the Sonic timeline? Because there's no real connection between this and any other games. So, it basically could fit just about anywhere.
Yeah, and I mean, he does meet, like, a lot of the cast in the storybook world, even though they're, like, playing characters.
Yeah.
And he does know who they are, right?
Yeah, so, like, he meets Tails, who is actually Alibaba, and, who else? He meets Knuckles and Eggman. I think that's it. But yeah, so it's, I mean, obviously it takes place after Sonic 3 and Knuckles, so.
Would have been interesting if it was, like, a prequel before all the Robotnik stuff.
Yeah. Because, yeah, like, when you think about it, what did Sonic do before Eggman Robotnik started his whole onslaught in the very first Sonic?
Run around and eat chili dogs, I guess.
I suppose. Probably not much you can do on that little island he used to live on. So.
Probably pretty glad that Robotnik came around.
Yeah. I mean, after 16 years of nothing but that, it's time for a little excitement.
Oh, yes.
So our basic story here, this Genie comes out of the magic ring that Sonic just happened to have. And she informs him that within the pages of the Arabian Nights stories, this Eraser Jin character is basically causing havoc. if he has the chance to gain all the power he's looking for, he can actually appear and come into the real world, so. At first you think it's kind of just, Sonic going to save someone else's world, but it's sort of like a preventative measure to, save the Earth too.
And Sonic's such a good guy, he'll do it, no questions asked.
Oh yeah. Because that's just how he does stuff. He's like the true hero. He's the legendary hedgehog.
Yeah.
Like that. Throughout many of the cutscenes, you'll see they refer to a legendary hedgehog, and they say, that must be you, Sonic. And it's like, how many other hedgehogs are running around these stories right now?
I guess maybe Shadow and Silver, but come on.
Yeah. Chances are Sonic is the only one. That'd be neat if there was like another one in there, though.
That would be kind of cool.
He just randomly bumps into some new hedgehog. So
maybe
now...
in, part 3.
Yeah. Although he does meet in Black Knight. Shadow's actually in there, so.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then Blaze, I think.
Yes, Shadow, Blaze, and Knuckles are like your main, assist characters. So here's Sonic's first wish. Handkerchiefs. Yeah, that kind of comes back around later on near the end there too, so, but we won't divulge that just yet.
Yeah.
This isn't really happening.
She doesn't seem impressed with her hero for the day.
Not yet.
As you wish, Master.
But he'll do his stuff. So the way this game plays, it's basically like on a rail kind of system. Sonic is always running forward, and there's like a set path throughout the stage. All you do is control left or right. You can slow him up, speed him, or slow him down, speed him up sometimes. But it basically plays itself. You just have to know when to jump and when to dodge.
And it's kind of interesting that they mix it up a little bit with like their level up system.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is probably the first game that Sonic actually gains experience to power himself up to different levels.
So it's not always just running forward with the same moves.
No, you do learn stuff. And looking back on these earlier playthroughs, I just look at how brutally slow he is.
Yeah.
Because you do get like speed power-ups later on. Look at him, he's dogging it. That's not the Sonic I know.
Maybe he's got some jet lag or something.
Yeah, that carpet took a lot out of him. So, the game is basically set up on missions. Every time you go into a stage, there's various missions you can complete. This initial chapter, there's, I think, 10 missions you gotta go through, and they teach you the basics of how to play. And you get medals based on how well you do, how quickly you get through it. It's pretty cool. It's one of those kind of go back and collect everything kind of games.
Definitely. Yeah, and you get little pages. I think, do you get some of the music too?
Yeah, we're just running out of time here, actually. We will see you in part 2.
See ya.